Mana! Welcome back to Dishome Kidawida. If it is your first time here, my name is Masaka Mudawida Tiki. This is where we explore, learn, and speak Kidawida. So karibuni sana, and let's continue to learn this amazing language of mine together. On today's episode, as you can see from the title of the video, we are going to learn about Kutala. And Kutala simply translates to counting. Kutala is an infinitive verb that means to count. So on today's episode, we are going to learn on how to count in Kidawida. And before I start, I would like to mention that this is a very important episode. And the reason as to why I'm saying that is we use this concept in our day-to-day life. Let me give you a few examples so that you can see how important this concept is. Let's say you are traveling from Mwatate to Msorongo wa Mfu. For you to be able to get to Msorongo wa Mfu, you definitely need to pay fare. For you to be able to do that, you need some knowledge on counting. Let's say someone asks you the year that you were born, and they want to get that in Kidawida. For you to be able to respond, you definitely need to have some knowledge on Kutala. If someone asks you right now, what is the year 2025 in Kidawida? What will you say? Of course, for you to be able to respond to that question, you need some knowledge on counting. And if you go to the market today and you want to purchase some items, you will definitely need to have some knowledge on counting, because you will have to negotiate, you'll have to pay, you'll have to be given your balance back, etc. In all this, you need the concept of counting. If someone asks you today, what is the date today? How would you respond to that if you don't know how to count? And finally, if you want to help a child in doing their math homework and you don't have the knowledge in counting, how will you be able to do that? It will become impossible. So for you to be able to handle all that, you need the knowledge of counting. And that is why I have just said that this concept is very important. We use this in our day-to-day lives. Now, this is what I'm going to do. We are going to count number 1 to 10. Once we are comfortable with counting number 1 to 10, we will move to 20, then 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and finally 100. So let's start. Imweri, ivi, idadu, inya, isanu. Let me repeat. Imweri, ivi, idadu, inya, isanu, irandadu, mfungade, bunyanya, ikenda, ikumi. Let's do it again. Imweri, ivi, idadu, inya, isanu, irandadu, mfungade, bunyanya, ikenda, ikumi. Once you have been able to master that, it becomes very easy for you to count the rest of the numbers. Why do I say that? It is because once you get to 10, for you to be able to count the digits between 10 and 20, you will keep referring back to number 1 up to 9. For you to be able to count the digits between 20 and 30, you will first mention number 20 and then you refer back to number 1 up to 9. And the cycle continues up to the end. So let's now proceed to 20. What is 20 in Kidawida? 20 is mrongo ivi. 30 is mrongo idadu. 40 is mrongo ina. And others say mrongo inya. Mrongo ina stroke mrongo inya. 50 is mrongo msanu. 60 is mrongo irandadu. And then mrongo mfungade. And then mrongo bunyanya for 80. 90 is mrongo ikenda. And 100 is igana jimweri. 100 is igana. And 100 is igana jimweri. So now let's practice on how you can keep referring back to the first 9 digits when you're counting the digits between from 10, the digits between 10 to 20, 20 to 30, etc. So let's start with the digits between 10 to 20. For you to say the numbers between 10 to 20, as I had mentioned earlier, you will first mention the digit 10. So it will be ikumi na. You say ikumi and then you add na, and then you keep referring back to number 1 up to 9. So in this case, 11 will be ikumi na imweri, ikumi na ivi, ikumi na idadu 13, ikumi na inya 14, ikumi na isanu, ikumi na irandadu, ikumi na mfungade, ikumi na bunyanya, ikumi na ikenda. And then you go to 20, which is mrongo ivi. For you to proceed again to count the digits between 20 to 30, you say mrongo ivi na, you go back. So if you want to count the digits between 20 and 30, it will go like mrongo ivi na imweri, that is 21. Mrongo ivi na ivi, that is 22. Mrongo ivi na idadu, that is 23. Mrongo ivi na inya, that is 24. Mrongo ivi na isanu, that is 25. And the cycle continues like that. So the most important thing to note here are the digits 1 to 9. And I think we can do a repeat. So let's count again from 1 to 10. Imweri, ivi, idadu, inya, isanu, irandadu, mfungade, bunyanya, ikenda, ikumi. Once you are able to master number 1 to 9, you are good to go. And once you master those ones, you also need to master what 20 is, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. And with that, everything in between becomes so easy to count. So I hope that's clear for today's episode. How do you say 200, 300, 400, etc., continuing like that? 100 is igana jumweri. 200 is magana abi. Hundreds are magana. 100 igana. Hundreds magana. So this will depend on the noun classes. And that's why you're hearing me say igana jimweri, magana abi, magana adadu, magana ana, magana asanu. That is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. You will definitely be able to get this in a better way once we do handle the noun classes in Kidawida, which is an episode that I will do in one of the episodes. So it will become easier for you to know when to say Jimweri, Abi, Ana. Yes, you will know when we get to the episode on the noun classes in Kidawida. But as of today, I hope that this episode has made sense to you. I hope that you have been able to learn something. And I believe that you will be able to use this information in your day-to-day life as you do your transactions here and there and as you carry out your daily activities. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe and join the Lishome Kidawida family. Thank you so much for your continued support. See you in my next episode. Bye!